Welcome back to Who's at the Chef's Table with Chef Dan. This week, your hosts, Chef Dan and Doris with a D, sit down with Scott Taylor, owner of Kaya Island Eats in Key West, Florida, and Michael Goosey of Key West Spice.
Hi everyone, I'm Doris with a D from SoFloDining magazine, and today I am down in the Keys on Duval Street, and here I was having a little vacation when I bumped into a friend of mine, Michael
Guzzy.
And he is from Key West Spice. We've been doing business for a while, and he has been our lifeblood, and we wanted to get him on camera, so that's why we're here with him today. But he introduced us to Chef Scott, who is from one of those islands that I really want to go to, Hawaii. And he's here today, and we are going to absolutely enjoy all the food that he has at the chef's table. And Chef Dan, of course, is here. And I just want to take it away and ask questions, but I'm enjoying it. And this has been the best vacation ever, I gotta say. It's a working vacation.
Beautiful.
But I think I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
So, hi, Chef.
Hello.
How you doing, Chef
Aloha
Scott?
from sunny Key West.
Yay.
I'm doing great today. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having us. And we love your laid-back ways
Thank
down
you.
here.
Thank you.
That is really, really
Island
nice.
time and island vibes.
Wow. I could live like that. I don't know. Somebody here at the table is a little overdressed, though.
Yes, come on. You got to lighten up a little bit. It's paradise.
Come on, Chef.
Come on.
Lighten
Come on.
up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right. Here we go.
You see? That's how it is. That's
Look at
how it
that.
There you go.
is. Yeah.
A few days in
Yeah.
Key West and he's tearing off his clothes.
There you go.
Here are my clothes. That's right. Hey, we got the stage right behind us.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
How long have you been here, Chef?
So I moved here in the winter of '96, so we're coming up on 30 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Time flies when you're having fun, huh?
That's exactly right. From one paradise to another.
I'll say.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
And what about the kinds of foods that you have here?
So growing up in Hawaii, obviously you're immersed in Polynesian food and food from the Pacific Rim. Moving to Key West, it was so invigorating because I had never had Jamaican jerk chicken before. I had never had Cuban roast pork before. I had never had conch fritters before. So a little bell went off years ago thinking, if I combine the flavors from back home, all those wonderful Polynesian Asian flavors, with the flavors here in the Caribbean, because Key West is unofficially a Caribbean island, I think I might be onto something. And that's where the seeds of Kaya were born.
Wow, genius.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Well,
you have any
inspiration.
other locations, though?
No, we originally opened up the Keys at mile marker 15, centrally located in the middle of nowhere, in 2011, and we made a really good go of it. It was a nice little bedroom community restaurant, well supported by the snowbirds and the locals that lived up in that area. Although it's north of Key West, it's called the Lower Keys. That community embraced us. We made a good go of it, but after a while, we determined to shut down and find a new location, and that's when we migrated down here to the southernmost island in the continental United States. Yeah.
That is awesome. And then you found some spices from this guy?
So the Key West Spice Company, it'll spice up your life. We only use Mike's Key West Spice. It's incredible. We use the Jamaican Jerk seasoning, the Cajun backcountry seasoning, phenomenal. It adds just the right amount of flavor to our dishes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, and you guys all know Mike Spice, because he's the one that gives us our recipe every month.
Absolutely.
And that's like one of our most featured items. Everyone's always asking, when's the next recipe? What's the next recipe?
Yep.
And I gotta tell them, you gotta wait till the next issue.
That's it. Every month a new one.
Yeah. And wait, you got the Hawaiian guy, I got a fellow Jersey guy.
New Jersey boys.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, yeah? I love it. It's
That's
a
it.
total aloha feeling.
Yeah.
Is there like a most popular dish that you...
It's funny that you asked that, because when creating the menu, I knew I had to have what everyone normally gravitates towards, which is a great burger, fish and chips, comfort food that people are accustomed to. But I also wanted to create some dishes that you've never heard of before. So we've discovered we have regulars that come in all the time.
Right.
2-3 times a week. And for some of the regulars, the Jamaican jerk chicken wings with organic goat cheese and jerk sauce and this guy's jerk seasoning, that's their favorite, and they eat it no matter what we recommend to them. Hey, do you want to try something different? Nope. I want my Jamaican jerk chicken wings. For other people, it's one of the other amazing dishes like the Rasta pasta with the macadamia nut jerk pesto. Add some jerk chicken into that, also spiced by this guy right here. And then we have really amazing seafood dishes. We have a more simple fish dish with key lime butter sauce, finished with Mile Zero seasoning. We have really creative dishes like the Asian Cajun Catch. So we took some Cajun flavors, Mike's blackened seasoning, and we added some Asian flavors like fresh pressed ginger jasmine rice, pickled carrot ginger salad, and a hot Asian mustard butter sauce. So my point is, to the regulars of Kaya, and we've had regulars since 2011, they all seem to have their own favorite dish. If you put me in a corner and said, what's your favorite dish? I would have to say the Jamaican jerk chicken wings is an appetizer, and then the Rasta pasta for dinner. You can't go wrong with those. Yeah.
Now I got a good question.
Yeah.
Is there something on the menu that you know is really good, that if someone would try it, they'll love it, but it doesn't seem to move? Is there something that you wish that they would try?
That's a good question. You know, back in the day, vegetarian items, when a vegan or vegetarian would come in, the chef would roll their eyes, the staff would get kind of frazzled. We have embraced the vegan vegetarian community and the gluten-free community because those folks aren't going anywhere. You have to welcome them with open arms. So instead of just throwing some vegetables on a plate, we've taken the vegan vegetarian items to the next level. Now, are they the biggest sellers we have? No, but I have tricked some people that were meat eaters that said, I'm tired of eating this and I'm tired of eating that. And with some suggestive selling, some gentle pressure, I said, would you try one of our vegetarian items? And they get defensive. I'm not a vegetarian. As if I'm challenging their manhood. I said, no, it's okay, because I'm not a vegetarian either, but I eat this dish once or twice a month, and it is phenomenal. So the Jamaican jerk portobello mushroom, we take a big, beautiful portobello, we marinate it for 3 days in a jerk marinade, also this gentleman's jerk seasoning. We throw it on the grill, we cook it till it's nice and tender, slice it on a bias, fan it out, and we serve it with goat cheese, fresh pineapple mango salsa, or coconut saffron rice, Caribbean black beans, plantains, finished with a little bit of green onion cilantro. That is a dish that I think meat lovers, if you could get them to try it, they would absolutely fall in love with it. I knew that dish was a winner because when I first opened Kaya, someone had driven up all the way from Key West and said, just make me, I've never had your food before. They didn't know that I was a chef. They said, just make whatever you want. I want to try your food. I made them that dish, and as he's eating, he goes, I cannot believe how good this is. I'll never forget that moment.
Spoonful
Yes.
was just an
Oh, yeah.
explosion in his mouth.
And it is
Exactly.
very good.
Wow. I mean,
Yeah.
my mouth is watering and I
Thank
haven't
you.
tried it yet.
That's my
delicious.
job.
It's just amazing.
Thank
You
you.
do a great job,
Thank you.
for
It's funny you
sure.
mentioned
Thank you.
the vegan,
Sure.
gluten-free, because we have a gentleman that works in our magazine, Vegan Homeboy,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and he's introduced us into
Nice.
vegan and gluten-free. We're doing gluten-free mics, I think in
Right.
Fort Lauderdale,
Right.
strictly gluten-free
Beautiful.
bakery.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
And
my son has recently been diagnosed
Yeah.
with the gluten-free situation,
So-
and we're finding that there's so much out there,
Yeah.
and we want to bring it to the forefront because you don't know if you can't eat and you
Sure.
can't enjoy your food. Well,
We
what
see
are you
it.
doing on the planet?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, and we're
You know?
eating it but probably once or twice a week. We go meatless, and it's not
Yeah.
on purpose. It's
Right.
not. I don't want to say like, ooh, we're moral, whatever. It's just that,
It's just
hey,
fun.
I want something
Switch it
different.
up.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this. Eat it, and it's good, and,
Nice.
you're falling. Yeah.
Well, you can tell the vegan homeboy and was it your son or
My son, yeah.
that we take dietary restrictions very seriously.
Awesome.
We ask one of the first things when the server is taking the order, they say, does anyone at the table have any dietary restrictions or allergies? We do that because our menu doesn't list all the ingredients. And if you don't ask, you might set the dish down and someone might say, it didn't say that it had cilantro on the menu.
Yeah.
We can't list all the ingredients, so
Right.
we try to dive in right away to say, what do you feel comfortable eating? Because we can cook you a nice meal.
Sure.
How did you happen into the service industry? The way you talk
Uh,
is just so vast
Yeah.
and knowledgeable,
Mhm.
and it comes from so much experience,
Yeah.
and you're so young. So,
Yeah.
like, You gotta fill us in.
So at the age of 15, I started bussing tables. I was given a choice by my father at the time, go work for his home building supply store, and a 15-year-old surfer boy wasn't very interested in stacking pallets and trying to learn how to drive a forklift. So I gravitated towards the restaurant on the beach so I could keep an eye on the tourist girls. So at the age of 15, I started
He was
bussing
focused
tables.
since he was 15. Totally
Well, Mike
focused.
will understand this.
Yeah,
I worked on the Jersey Shore on the boardwalk.
there
in
you go.
Seaside.
There you go.
Shucking clams at
Shucking
what,
clams.
14?
Yeah, nice.
You guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no, your focus came like
Yeah.
right from the very
Sure,
beginning.
sure.
Did anyone that you worked for, let's say, bring out anything in you that you didn't even know was in there?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, like most teenagers, you're not the most focused person in the world. You're just kind of showing up for work, doing your best in school to not get kicked out of high school.
Yeah.
You know, going to the beach when you can, hanging out with your friends. But along the way, there were some adults who one part wanted to kick me in the butt a little bit to get the best of me, and then the other part showed me some real patience and love and said, you know what, kid, that's not how you open a bottle of wine, or that's not how you flip a burger. And those people, and I can't name them all, there are some specific mentors, but there's a lot of people I don't remember along the way that took the time to take me under their wing and show me a better way. Yeah.
Now,
And
see,
You were willing to learn,
Yeah.
too.
No,
That
and,
is
see,
important.
and this is an important point because doing what we do, we meet so many chefs, and they think that going to school, paying it whatever money, going for 6 months, you're a chef.
Sure.
Or if you own a food truck, you're a chef.
Right.
What he's saying, and as I listen to Scott,
Sure.
it's me. I'm rewinding
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
Because again, I have so many people that might have said, hey, you know, this is how you make a Madeira. This is how you do this.
Sure.
And it was like, all of a sudden, 20 years later, I'm like, I don't remember who they were.
But you remember the Madeira?
Yes.
Exactly.
Exactly how and why you
Yeah.
do it this way. You know, and yeah, and that's a chef, the seasoned, you know, being seasoned, not seasoning. Being seasoned, learning all this stuff and retaining it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, to me, it's like when we meet people and they're a chef and they know how to do this. No, that's a cook.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Cook knows how to do this.
Yeah.
A chef knows how to do. I bet you could take him to anybody's refrigerator. He can open it up and he'll make a meal.
Sure. I mean, I don't know if I could do that on reality TV, but I
No,
think I
yeah,
could
yeah,
prepare
that's
you a
different.
good meal.
No, no,
Yeah,
it's about
yeah.
the creativity that you have within that you're bringing out,
Exactly.
which is a beautiful thing.
And I'm not knocking
Absolutely
cooks. I'm
beautiful.
not knocking
No,
them,
of
but,
course,
but I'm
no,
just
of
saying
course.
there's a difference when you said how he's knowledgeable. That's the
Yeah.
point. That's you know.
Oh, yeah.
A
that
chef
shines through.
leaves themselves open to the possibility that you can take something that one person might not see the potential and possibility and turn it into something special. And if you start at the ending place, which at the end of this meal, I want my guests to feel very happy and feel like this is a part of enjoying life. Then if you reverse engineer from that point, it'll really help you along the way.
It's all about the love and the service.
it is.
Yeah. And
It
we
is.
are in service.
Yes, we are.
Each one of us are.
Yeah, sure.
And we are dedicated to our fellow man, which is a beautiful thing.
It is.
And I think going forward, there's going to be a lot more of that.
Mhm.
There really is.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I
it
hope
would be a
so.
beautiful thing, you
Mhm,
know?
sure.
Because we live in paradise anyway.
Sure.
Yeah.
So why not create heaven on earth? I mean,
There you
Wait,
go.
they live in paradise. We live just south of paradise.
Yeah.
We live a little south of
Wait a
paradise.
minute, I'm okay with the cusp.
Yeah.
I'm all
All right,
with
okay.
that.
Are you-
Yeah.
Do you all live in Miami?
No, we do not.
No, Coconut Creek, just
Oh,
north
nice.
of Fort Lauderdale.
Very good. Very
Yeah,
good. See,
that's why I'm saying we're on the cusp.
Yes.
We're on
There
the
you go.
cusp of you guys
Sure.
in a way,
Sure.
and definitely away from that. But
Nice.
we're in a suburb,
Yeah.
so
Very
to
good.
speak, which is a nice thing.
See,
And we have the beach, 4.5 miles away?
Beautiful.
There's nothing better than
Yeah.
that.
So
Yeah.
for us, a traffic jam in Key West is getting stuck behind a couple of rental mopeds, and you're 30 seconds late.
Oh, yeah, we don't have that. We don't have that. We have.
I know.
We have. I mean, it's like you said where we live.
Sure.
Are you familiar with the Hard Rock Casino?
Yes, beautiful.
10 miles,
Nice.
Yeah.
45 minutes.
Ooh, not nice.
And when I say 10 miles,
Sure.
we live at the entrance to the turnpike, and they're off the turnpike.
Yes.
So it's 45 minutes of
Yeah.
turnpike. Yeah.
And it
So-
really should be only
Yeah.
like 9.
So I would
Right.
love you to be
At
behind
most.
those two
Sure,
minutes.
of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's life.
Yeah.
I have a question that I'm never allowed to ask, but I'm going to ask it this time,
Sure.
only because I jumped. So,
Yes.
when you're on the line
Yes.
and you need something to like just help you get through
Sure.
and give you that creativity that you need, what
Sure.
do you reach for?
And it doesn't have to be on the menu.
All right, and it doesn't have to be
I
on the
always
menu.
ask that question.
That's the question,
my
yes.
question.
What's my secret elixir?
Yes.
Coconut water, is a good one. And usually you have to stay hydrated, right? Because it's hot, it's loud, it's stressful. If I need to sneak away and eat something, it's probably going to be a nice piece of pineapple that we slice because the vitamin C is going to recharge you. So I guess it would be almost like a virgin pina colada because
There
I'm
you
using
go.
coconut water and fresh pineapple. And at my very heart,
Genius.
I don't look Hawaiian, but having grown up there, I do gravitate towards those flavors.
Not for nothing, but what does a Hawaiian look
Yeah,
like?
that's
Like
true.
anybody
Yeah,
else,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Just like saying, what does a New Yorker look like?
That's right.
Or a New Jersey person
Yeah.
look like?
I'm Hawaiian at heart.
It's
There you go. I am too. I
There you
go.
plan to get there someday.
twins.
Since 1971, high school graduation, I said to myself, I'm going there.
Mhm.
And it's this year.
Good. Do
And
it.
I'm still not there,
You won't regret it. It is truly
but
paradise.
definitely is on the agenda.
It's
I went,
beautiful.
I think I was like, my mother took me, I was 15 or 16, I went.
Mhm.
And even like I said, I started doing this when I was 13 or 14.
Wow.
And I loved the food there. I didn't like the poi,
Mhm.
but I loved the food there. So when my father went, he got me a cookbook from Hawaii, and he said to me, "You know how hard it is to get a cookbook
Yeah.
of Hawaiian
Sure.
cuisine?"
Yes.
I still have that book.
Nice.
It's
That's a
little-
keeper.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
traditional because he knows that I liked traditional.
Right.
I didn't want modern. Even like when I buy cookbooks, I look in the used bookstore.
Sure, of course.
Find old versions
Mhm.
because once I see margarine or
Sure, of
canola, I'm like,
course.
yeah, no.
Yeah. That's
You know,
yucky. You're not the first person who said that poi reminds them of wallpaper paste.
Yeah,
But the
because-
trick is,
Yeah.
poi should be served with a really salty pork, like a pork lau lau. You have to counterbalance. Poi has a very unique flavor and consistency. It looks like wallpaper paste, and it has the consistency of wallpaper paste. But when mixed with a salty meat of some type, it really
Brings it-
complements. Oh, it's incredible.
Interesting.
Absolutely
You're
incredible.
right because
We don't
What is
serve poi here.
What
Poi,
comprises
poi is a very unique way of processing taro. Taro is a
okay.
root that has to be constantly watered. And if any of my friends back home in Hawaii are watching, forgive me if I misspeak because I never grew taro. But it is a unique, very intricate process. It's a root that's under the ground with a beautiful flower coming out, and the root itself has to constantly be maintained water.
I
Yeah,
didn't
a lot of
know
work goes
Yeah.
into that poi that you didn't
Yeah,
like.
No, and it's funny you said that
Yeah.
because every time we went and they gave it to us, they just give it to you in a bowl here
Sure.
with nothing.
It should be mixed
Yeah,
with, it should be
nothing.
mixed
I
with
was just
salty
like,
pork.
Okay.
That's the way I loved it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they did that to throw the haoles off. They wanted to do that to you to throw you off the track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing a word, it's a Hawaiian word.
Sure.
And I don't know if perhaps you could
I-
translate it
I
for
hope
me?
I know.
Hukilau.
Okay, so the hukilau is actually, it's a dance
Uh-huh.
that originated from the fishermen pulling in the nets. So if you're going to the hukilau, you're gonna go be doing a dance. You're pulling in the net. I would get up and demonstrate, but my hula skills are a little rusty.
I don't have the skirt.
So going to the hukilau means you're gonna go to a beautiful hula dance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And you're gonna honor the fishermen that pulled in the net, all that delicious
Yeah, so
seafood.
the ladies dance
Mhm.
and the gentlemen
Yeah, they pull in the net, they pull in the net.
How
One of the
beautiful is
beautiful,
that?
yeah, it is beautiful. One of the great things about the hula is everyone associates it with beautiful hula girls, as do I. But actually, the guys get involved. They have more of a tribal masculine dance, but they work in synchronicity to create a really good show.
Very
Okay.
nice. Not to be confused with the haka.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I hear all these words. And I'm basically a linguist, and I love languages and
I
how
just
people
breathed
talk
a
to each
sigh
other.
of
It's-
relief because I thought you were going to ask me a really hard Hawaiian word that I didn't know.
I just know aloha mahalo.
Sure. I thought you were going to
That's
say,
it.
tell me about huma huma nuku nuku apua.
I know.
Yeah.
Ba-dum-bum.
Lama lama ding dong.
That's the state fish.
There you go. But you see, I
Yeah.
always want people to understand that we're just having a conversation.
Sure, of course.
We're just friends getting to know
Of
each
course.
other better, and you
that's
know,
why I
and
appreciate-
nothing is really scripted.
Good. No, not at all.
Because you knew there were some
Sure.
questions to expect, but
sure.
you just never really know where it's going to come from because
Absolutely.
your creativity and your creativity and your creativity created something here today
Nice.
that sparked something in me.
Nice.
And I thought, well, might as well ask.
Of
Because
course.
who else could I ask?
Of course.
Who would have that kind of
course.
information?
No, I got a good question.
Great thing.
Sure.
Great thing.
tell me about this place. We parked behind, I guess, and we're coming up the side street, and we were like, okay, the Duval Street. And all of a sudden I said, no, wait, stop. There's an entrance here.
Sure.
And we came in, and this is like a complex.
It is actually the largest entertainment complex in Key West by square footage. It takes up almost an entire half block. The interesting part is from the entrances, you wouldn't be able to tell that.
No.
We have 3 entrances. We have 4 different distinct areas and a central lobby game room. So Kaya Island Eats, which is my baby, it opened in 2011, as I had mentioned earlier. That's the anchor restaurant for the property. I'm also blessed to have a really cool karaoke club where we're sitting in today.
Right.
We have a backyard at Kaya, which is the live music venue. That's the big outdoor open space. Also function as an event space. Last night we had a big charity event, and the chief of police and the mayor were here enjoying life and raising money for a good cause. And then we have the air-conditioned dining area here, which during the summertime, incredibly popular and busy, right on Duval Street. So when people ask to describe, when someone calls and says, okay, how do I get there? I try to tell them how to get into the restaurant as opposed to where to park and how to get here, because that's the main part. But what I've determined is there are no wrong ways to get into the restaurant. There are 3 entrances, and they all lead to the same beautiful place.
Yeah, we came through 2 different
Sure.
areas.
It's a little bit of a maze at first.
Wow, how diverse.
Yes.
And there's people of all ages.
Yeah. It's-
Sizes.
Yes.
And everything. It's
Yeah.
like, wow.
There are
a
some
truly eclectic place.
True.
Yeah.
There are some iconic Key West places to go that everyone knows the names of, and those places are awesome. You've got your Sloppy Joes and your Ricks and your Irish Kevins and your, just the list goes on and on and on. Captain Tony's and Hog's Breath. Those are all iconic landmark bars. We opened here about 5 years ago, and we're a family-friendly restaurant and bar where mom and dad can enjoy an adult libation while the kids hang out, and everyone's safe. Everything's clean. There's no drama. There's no fuss. We wanted to be kind of the family spot where people could come and enjoy themselves.
Excellent.
And it is a mom and pop place, because
Yeah.
I know I've
Yeah.
seen your mother-in-law, I've seen your daughter,
Yes.
I've seen your wife,
Yeah.
I've seen your son.
We are a
it's
family-owned
amazing.
family restaurant.
No,
Yes,
and
family
I
work.
appreciate
Yes.
no, and I appreciate like a lot of places, like you mentioned, other places.
Those
that
are great.
That are obviously your competitor,
Sure.
and to me, I love that because, and she knows when we talk to restaurateurs, even around by us, I hate it when they down a competitor
Not at
because nobody's going to come to Key West
Sure.
and come here 7 days.
Agreed.
They're not. And if I came here and I said, hey, where can I get a good drink and conch fritters, whatever, and you say, hey, go down here, make a left, boom, and I go there, the next time I come here, I'm coming here
Thank you.
because you're honest.
Yes, of course.
And you guided me
Right.
the right way.
Correct.
You know, when someone says, oh, this is the place, dude,
Yeah.
I can't come here 7 days, you
Yeah.
know?
Right.
We're one of the great places on the island, and we give them their due and their respect
Right.
because, aside from being surrounded by water, the big difference between the island and the mainland, no offense to you mainlanders, is we recognize what a small community we live in. So we support each other. If someone comes in and asks for something that we don't carry, I happily tell them exactly where they
Where to
should
get it.
go because that's where I go with my family to enjoy the same dish that they're looking for.
Exactly.
And if I want a night out, I will also go to Sloppy Joe's and to Rick's and to Irish Kevin's. And at some point, you'll end up here as well.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But then there's diversity here
Yeah,
too, because you
thank
have
you.
your outside
Yes,
venue
yes.
with the bands and
Mhm,
everything. I
yeah.
love the karaoke bar.
Yeah.
I just every single room just
Mhm.
spoke to me in a different way,
Mhm.
but all gentle.
Yes.
It was very nice energy.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
no, thank you.
It isn't that where it starts. You can tell a lot about a place where you go just from walking in and the energy. How is the staff's happy to be there, or are they grumpy and frowning and say, "What do you want?"
Your staff was awesome when because
Yeah.
you guys aren't privy to this, but we got here a little bit early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his staff took care of us.
Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
awesome.
Nice. That's
Very nice, very
that's
nice.
hospitality.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
certainly is, and that's what
Yeah.
we're all about.
Yeah. And we do, we're sitting in the karaoke club as it's closed, but we have trivia on Thursdays, very, very popular, not an empty seat in the house. We have the Spectrels on Friday. They're like a Motown review. They're one of the longest running review shows on the island, and we're blessed to have them perform here every Friday.
Very
Like you
nice.
said, every Wednesday we have line dancing in the backyard, and that is a hoot.
I
You don't
love
have
it.
to own a cowboy hat or cowboy boots boots. You can show up in flip-flops and learn how to line dance every Wednesday.
That's
So,
okay. I've
wow.
got my accoutrements.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we'll save a spot for you on the dance floor this Wednesday.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
So we've tried to ingratiate ourselves to the community to let them know that this is a place not just to eat and to drink, but to come and enjoy life. Yeah.
You feel it the
Thank you.
moment
Thank
you
you.
come in.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Mission
right?
accomplished.
Oh, yeah.
He also has some of the best key lime pie on the island too.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Now I have to give
Wow.
credit where credit
That's
is
great.
due.
Yeah.
I was a manager at Blue Heaven Restaurant for 10 years.
Okay.
And I learned how the key lime pie is something that people gravitate towards, like the cartoon where the figure is being drawn in by the smell on the. So people are absolutely looking for a great key lime pie. Yes, exactly. They would show up in droves just for key lime pie. I'll line out the door. So I knew when I opened my own restaurant here in Key West that I'd have to have a great key lime pie. I was inspired by their recipe, but needed to make it a little bit different. So we brown the butter, and we don't have the meringue a mile high, which is a beautiful thing. We keep the meringue a little bit on the discreet side, and then we add whipped cream, because the great Key West controversy in question is meringue or whipped cream.
Right.
So
Right.
we do both.
Best of both
And it
worlds.
just so happens that key lime pie is chef's favorite.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
that's his all-time favorite.
We might have a slice
And
back there for you.
Last time I made, last
I
time I
wasn't looking
made,
for that,
Yeah,
but
that's
I
okay.
thought you should know, because
Yeah.
we're getting to know each other.
Of course.
And yeah, there's certain things that you look for
Sure.
when you go
Sure.
places.
one of the
Absolutely.
things was the
You know.
last time I made key lime pie was the last time I made key lime
Yeah.
pie. Squeezing those little limes.
Yes.
And getting
Sure.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God. So
It's intricate, yeah.
and I know that there's brands out there that you can buy
Sure.
it done and all, but
Sure.
I wanted to do it
Of course.
the real way.
Of course.
And after I did that, I said, I'm not doing this again.
And Scott does
We,
it the
we
real
got you.
way.
We got you covered.
But he had a better
Yeah.
appreciation for
Of course.
it, you see?
Of course.
Sure.
Which is what it's all about,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yes.
Because if you
absolutely.
appreciate, you know where to
True.
go.
True.
Now we know where to go.
This is
So
a
we don't have
spot.
to do it at home.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you have any standing specials or any special activities that you'd like to talk about?
Sure. Well, first, as far as the food goes, we most of the time, weather permitting, carry 3 different types of local fish that we buy from the local fishery up in Stock Island, the next island up.
Uh-huh.
For example, today we have locally caught yellowtail snapper, mahi-mahi, because that's a crowd favorite, and sashimi grade yellowfin tuna. So we do our best to carry 3 different fresh local fish. As far as specials go, I like to think that we have one of the best happy hours on the island, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., 7 days a week. We don't exclude it on the weekends. We serve it Monday through Sunday. We have half price on all the appetizers, not just a select few. We have half price on all the appetizers, all the well drinks, all the draft beers, including the locally made Crazy Lady, and all the wines. So that's a big draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly. Yeah.
Yes.
Very fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very generous.
Mhm. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, if you're going to have a happy hour, you might as well make people happy.
Yep.
It sounds like
Absolutely.
you've
Yeah.
got that under control.
Yes, we
No,
do.
and it's smart too, because like we've had one of our people that we work with had the lobster roll special, and he said,
Yes.
everyone has the lobster roll special, Monday, Wednesday. There, he says, I want it on Friday and Saturday when people are coming.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's like, what's the point?
Sure.
And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. When people are coming, they'll have that special, and they're
Sure.
going to come back.
Right.
Once they try your appetizers, they're going to come back.
Oh,
Yes. And it's
And
nice
that's
to
the thing, yeah.
exactly. It's good to get a little crowd going around 4 o'clock. People are either out on the water on the boat fishing, or they're making plans, or they're still poolside. So if you can draw in a little crowd at 4 o'clock, nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing holds a crowd like a crowd.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, that was for someone who's passed, dearly departed, and that he always used to say that, crowd holds
Yeah.
a crowd.
Words to live by.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Love it.
Yeah.
So,
I want to hear from the guy that got us together.
yes.
I want to hear about
Yes.
spices.
Sure. What would you like to hear?
So where do I get your spices?
You can, as far as retail,
Right.
it's online.
Online, okay.
And
So we're gonna
local,
put that on the.
many local stores carry it.
Okay,
We supply restaurants with food service
okay.
spices, mostly in the Keys, but we do ship,
And you do ship,
nationwide.
You have great, like you sent us the sampler kit?
We have the gift boxes.
Gift box.
Yeah, we have gift boxes
Nice.
as well. Spice gift boxes, they do very well. We also have hot sauce gift boxes as well.
Okay.
But we have a full line of anything from granulated garlic and to all kind of custom blends.
Blends and, Yeah, I was looking at the
Yeah.
blends. He's got a lot of blends.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for 40 years now. Started in New Jersey originally, then moved to Delaware, and from Delaware I ended up in the Keys over 20 years ago. And
Yeah.
you know, there's a big demand for it here. Everybody uses seasonings. You
And
know?
it's important to have consistent seasoning.
Yeah.
And a good place to get it from where you know you're going to
Sure.
get it when you want it.
Yeah.
That's,
And the thing down here is reliability.
yes.
I mean, there's not many
Yeah.
people who are reliable, and Scott will tell you.
Yes.
You need to deal with people you know they're going to show up.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a supplier that's going to show up, you're in trouble.
No, as a chef, I mean, I can tell you, he could tell you, there's nothing worse than when you run out of
Right.
that blend, and all of a sudden it's like you call, oh, it's back ordered,
No.
or oh, we don't make that anymore, and it's like, okay, so my menu, it's
Yeah.
one of my main menu items. What am I going to do?
Yeah,
sure.
No, we don't do backwards. I don't run out of anything, ever.
That's
You
important.
know? And I make it a point of that because it's important. Because I don't like to not be able to get something, and I don't want anybody to have the same problem.
I can
You know?
say, I like Mike on a personal level. The reason I carry his spice is that they are outstanding and the service is awesome. That's the reason why. I have a lot of friends in Key West. I actually have a different friend that has a spice company. I carry Mike's spices because of the incredible service and the quality of the product.
Yeah.
I can testify to that firsthand.
That's an endorsement
Yeah.
if I ever
Yeah.
heard one.
Now my $50,000
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
I watch your videos.
Do
Who's
you?
cooking? Who's doing the cooking?
I do some of the cooking
do?
videos,
Okay.
and I also have somebody else that
Somebody else?
produces videos
Okay.
because I need them consistently, and
Yeah.
and
He
they
makes me
produce
hungry.
like one,
Yeah, they're good.
He makes me
one a
hungry.
week.
His social media is
Yeah.
awesome.
He makes me hungry.
So
Yeah.
And that's hard.
No,
She'll tell you it's hard to make me hungry.
absolutely.
I watch the videos and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
yeah, they're very well done.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
Do we have anything to add?
What do you think? Any
Did we forget anything?
no, they got everything. Get the food events, special events you do.
Yeah.
I see the art back there. That must have been from last night's.
Well, actually, Leslie is a dear friend. She helps us in so many different ways. It's not that she needs the money because she's done very well in life, but this is her hobby, so we agreed to put them up throughout the property. Leslie
nice.
Golding is an amazing person. She's a dear friend of both Kaya, the restaurant, and myself. She's just a phenomenal human
And they're
being.
always available.
Yeah.
There's always something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm
Well,
gonna
we
take some
tried.
pictures.
I forgot to mention during season Tuesday is Wine and Design, where Leslie shows up in person and
Nice.
she'll teach kids, she'll teach adults
Really?
about how to paint. It's a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yeah,
I like
every
that.
Tuesday during season.
We have to come down and,
Yeah.
and stay a little
Yeah.
longer.
Yes, you do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's going to be
Sure.
some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
hope you don't mind.
Not at all.
We're gonna be
Come
around.
on. We've got plenty of key lime pie back there.
Oh, I mean, one of the big things that we can let out of the bag. We're going to do the special. We've been teasing everybody.
Yeah.
January is going to be a Keys edition.
Good.
All
Awesome.
Keys.
That's awesome.
I have a feeling I know who's going to be on the cover,
Uh-huh.
but it's going to feature all Keys, up and down,
Sure.
pretty much the Keys.
Nice.
Because people need to know where to go for good food,
Right.
reliable
Sure.
food,
Of course.
and great service.
That's going to be helpful. When you drive from Key Largo to Key West, it's hard to take it all in because
Yeah.
one, you're looking at the ocean, and two, there are
Right.
so many little restaurants that you've never heard of.
And you pass it.
And some of them are outstanding and they're worth pulling over for.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, one of the
yeah.
things we love to do is like you off camera, you're going to say we ask,
Yeah.
where do you eat? Where do you eat? I mean, we've done that. Marathon.
Sure.
Yeah,
Isla
we love doing
Morada.
the
We
toes
asked-
in the
You went to
sand
the,
thing.
the dive museum.
It's great.
And
That's
that-
a great spot.
That guy gave us like 3 separate places.
Nice.
You got to go here, here, and here.
Yeah.
We stopped at the lobster. I don't know if they call it lobster sculpture place.
Yeah.
And
That
they
big
gave-
giant lobster out front. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they gave us places to go.
Yes.
So yeah, it's it's great, and we want to know where the locals go. So when the visitors come, they know where to go.
True.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then
Good
I know
point.
in the back of your head, you're thinking, when we move down here,
Yeah, it's a
we
different
want to
story.
have our family waiting here for
This is
us.
how it starts.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
anyway, yeah. So watch for January's edition.
Yeah.
Someone I think I know might be on the cover.
It's
Pretty
possible.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. And I wanted to ask you about
Sure.
that drink that you gave us when we walked
Oh, of
in.
course.
The one in the pineapple. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we offered in 2 different versions. It's a signature Maui Mai Tai. Growing up on Maui, I had a few Mai Tais in my time, and some people don't like rum, so we do the Moana. And you could, if you're not a rum drinker, you could add vodka to it, you could add tequila, you could add scotch to it if you want. It starts with real passion fruit juice. And then we usually use a really good quality silver rum, homemade almond syrup, and fresh squeezed lemonade. It's best when served in a half pineapple. It just gives it right over the top.
It is
Yeah.
absolutely
Thank you.
delicious.
Thank
I
you.
gotta tell you.
Thank you very
I
much.
had mine with Tito's in it because
Nice.
your son just
Yeah.
instinctively knew as soon as I said I would prefer
Sure.
the vodka. He says, I got you.
You can't give her rum, she'd be over there.
Yeah, we don't need to do that.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I thank you
Yeah,
again
of course.
for your time, for your
of course.
hospitality, for your generosity.
It was our pleasure.
And you, it's all your fault.
It's all my fault.
We wouldn't be here without you, and thank you again.
Oh, you're welcome. I
For-
knew
for
Scott
being
would be a great place for you to start.
Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent.
It's really great.
Appreciate
So,
it.
when we sign off, we usually say goodbye, and what is
I usually
it?
say, as always, enjoy, and we'll see you here.
Yeah,
But you wanted to change it.
today, yes, I wanted to say peace,
And,
love,
yes,
and
aloha!
there you go.
Take
That's
care.
awesome.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, everyone, to another delicious episode of Who's at the Chef's Table with Chef Dan. Join us next week for more culinary adventures. This show's a proud joint production of SoFloDining and the Beachside Directory. Head over to SoFloDining.com to subscribe for free to our online magazine, packed with awesome features, discounts, and South Florida dining tips. SoFloDining is your go-to guide for all things tasty in the Sunshine State. See you soon.